Welcome to Stick to Comedy, where one stickman says what everyone's thinking. Let's roast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Neville, the man who's somehow made a career out of being consistently wrong about everything, from tactics to politics to basic human decency. So, Gary, let's talk about your latest masterpiece of stupidity, shall we? A Syrian jihadist named Jihad al-Shami, literally called Jihad, attacks a Manchester synagogue with a knife, and your first thought is to blame middle-aged white men with flags. Gary, mate, the attacker's name was Jihad, not Keith from Stockport, but somehow you've managed to make this about angry white blokes flying the Union Jack. That's like blaming the victim for wearing the wrong outfit. Oh wait, that's probably your next hot take. You removed the British flag from your building site while leaving the Moldovan flag up, didn't you, Gary? Nothing says I love my country like literally taking down its flag while foreign ones stay put. You played for England 85 times, Gary. That flag got you rich, famous, and everything you have today. But now it offends your delicate sensibilities. What's next? Demanding they remove it from Wembley because it makes you uncomfortable. Speaking of your illustrious career, let's revisit Valencia, shall we? 7-0 to Barcelona. 7. My daughter's under-8s team has more defensive structure than your Valencia side. You stood there for 90 minutes looking like a deer caught in headlights while Messi and Suarez used your defense for target practice. You called it one of the worst experiences of your life. Gary, it was one of the worst experiences for anyone who had to watch it. 4 months, Gary. 4 bloody months before they binned you off. You know what lasts longer than your managerial career? A packet of crisps. You went to Valencia thinking you were Pep Guardiola and left knowing you're not even Tony Pulis. The Spanish newspapers had a field day. They called you El Desastre Inglés, the English disaster. Even Google Translate was embarrassed for you. But here's the beautiful irony. You spent 20 years as Ferguson's pet poodle, never questioning anything, just nodding along like a dashboard ornament. Yes, Sir Alex. No, Sir Alex. Shall I fetch your slippers, Sir Alex? And then you thought you could actually be the manager. Gary, you couldn't manage a car boot sale, let alone a football club. Now you're a property developer worth hundreds of millions, lecturing working-class builders about what flags they can fly while living in your ivory tower. You're so out of touch with reality, you think a Syrian terrorist attack is somehow the fault of Dave from Manchester who flies the England flag outside his house. The man who wore the 3 lions on his chest for over a decade now thinks the flag is a symbol of hate. Gary, the only thing divisive here is your brain. It's clearly divided from any form of logic or common sense. You know what the real tragedy is? Sky Sports looked at all this and thought, yeah, we'll keep him. Even your employers know you're not worth the hassle of firing. You're like that broken printer in the office. Everyone knows it's useless, but it's too much effort to replace it. So here's to Gary Neville, the man who turned being Sir Alex's favourite lapdog into a 30-year career of mediocrity. From failed manager to failed social commentator, proving that some people really can fail their way to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Neville, living proof that playing football doesn't actually teach you how to think.